Howdy. Yes, yes, I know. That's so soon. Calm down, calm down. So, like you, I have also been on the internet recently, and I've realized that Tyler Catastrophe is not a good person. But I've only just now decided to talk about him because why not? Is there any other reason? Now, Tyler Catastrophe is kind of a hard subject to just start on, but I will try my best and just start with his art.
This next one is sort of an honorable mention because it is like more than 200, but I don't know if you can see the piece on there, but I have no idea how or why. I just felt like it, and I love that for me, honestly. Sheer vibes and my unwillingness to make normal things ever. I don't even have a name for this. Maybe Jim. Yeah, Jim. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just gotta get silly with it. This is the silliest thing I've ever done. And luckily for all of you, this one is not under the contract.
So it is for sale for $3,500.
And when it sells, I will have to reinforce.
As you saw, he upsold that piece of art for quite a lot of money. From 200 to a couple thousand is a pretty big jump. And yet Tyler was able to make that jump pretty easy. Hey, do you want to buy my art? No, dude, that's not even art, that's a gun. No? Well, how about now? It doesn't matter how much his art is, it matters if it's actually worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, did you see that? It's freaking 10 squares glued together with paint just thrown across it and crystals nailed to it. I could make that. My non-existent futuristic child could make that. And his IQ is 2. I could maybe see the cost of $200 if he actually put the work into it, but over $1,000? No way, Jose. And it comes to no surprise that he does this with his jewelry as well. From beaded necklaces to other beaded necklaces, he has a wide array of very expensive, you guessed it, beaded necklaces. He does have a video explaining how long it takes him to make each type of necklace, ranging from 5 hours to 8 plus. But there is one type of necklace that apparently takes him months to make. No, it doesn't. Aside from just my eyes, I could tell that it does not take him months to make. And I can prove it too using math. Now, going on his word, I'm going to assume that he spent 6 hours a day, every day, for, let's be generous and say 2 months. Times that by the average Texas beadworker salary, and we'll find that he should be charging well over $6,000. But as we saw, he only charges $1,000. Am I saying that I should charge more? No, I'm not. What I am saying is that he is lying about how long he worked on this. Okay, so he isn't the best at pricing items, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't sell good art. Let's take a look at some of the art that he's actually tried to sell. Huh. Well, that all looks suspiciously similar. It's almost like he didn't sell it at the events where you sell art. Alright, you know what? I think it's time to just agree that he's not very good at art. But as he said before, he is a jack of all trades. Oh wait, so you're telling me he doesn't do anything else other than that? Now if you lived in 2020 and your name was Hunter and you're in middle school and you liked listening to crappy emo music, then you've probably heard of Wilbur. Wilbur is an ex-member of the Dream SMP, who is also a semi-successful musician, but that's neither here or there with this conversation. Because for once, he didn't do anything wrong in this scenario. For it was Tyler that had the crush on Wilbur.
I have had a crush on Will Gold since 2019 when I heard him laugh in the background of someone else's video and it felt like life itself leaned in to listen. Which is really inconvenient for me because I'm very much a one soul at a time kind of person, so...
Now aside from the fact that that single soul stuff is hella cringe, this is starting to step into some parasocial territory.
And I have tried so hard to move on from this, to let it go, because I want so badly for it not to cross over into parasocial territory.
Acknowledging a problem that you have and just blowing it off. Fuck, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? What? What, dude? Are you a crazy scientist?
What? No, I'm not a crazy scientist.
Well, I mean, you kind of look like one and you're clearly acting like one.
Oh, please, you're just listening to those crazies on the internet.
Right, I'ma just, you know.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Now the rest of the video is just him being parasocial, the thing that he says that he's not. And for a long time I thought that that was probably the end of the rabbit hole. Until I dug a little deeper. Until... I'm in the UK. Stuart Simple is an artist from the UK who does charitable work and runs a non-profit. And he's also a liar and a scoundrel. Well, in the mind of Tyler anyways. Thanks to this little interview, I was able to piece together the story in whole. Now normally I would just play the interview, but it's pretty long and I like mansplaining. So way back in time, pre-COVID era, Tyler got into a little accident, and during his recovery, COVID hit. Because of all that free time that he had, he was able to learn the arts. Specifically the art of yapping. Because even though this is how he responds to the question of how he figured out that he was getting a job in the UK, this has nothing to do with the UK. Fast forward to post-2020, Tyler decides to go to the UK. And while he was in the UK, he was able to stalk down Stuart's time manager. He then asked if he could get a tour of their place. Regrettably, they said yeah. Tyler meets Stuart and the rest of the employees, and apparently makes a lifelong friendship with everyone in the span of less than an hour. And apparently Stuart even offered him a job. Warning, he didn't. Stuart has gone on to say multiple times that he did not offer a job and that Tyler was nice, but they only met for a few hours. And instead of actually offering a job, Stuart said maybe out of courtesy. But after several years of trying to move to the UK to start their job, they finally decided to go behind Stuart's back and contact his assistant, who gave him the no he needed. What? The no you needed? Dog, apparently he's been ghosting you for several years. Or sorry, after a deadline that didn't exist! I feel like this also blends into the whole parasocial territory, but I mean, golly, man. But you know what? Anyone can endlessly poke fun at this parasocial, overly expensive person. Let's take a look at their most recent video to see if they've bettered themselves in any way.
Mutual understanding is very important to me, and because I talk to people for a living, sometimes that's difficult. Because when you're suddenly faced with a lot of people who don't want to understand you, and decide to pick your entire life apart looking for things to misinterpret, spreading lies, misinformation, or even just reposting your own words and leading people to false conclusions about them, at that point, nothing I say to those people will ever be good enough. Especially when most of them have just turned to attacking my looks or being transphobic. Because I like the way that I look, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that I used to be a woman. Women are awesome. So I'm just done. This account isn't for those people. My work isn't for those people. I am not for those people. So hate, rage bait, lies, misinformation, or just bad faith arguments, they're getting blocked and deleted. I don't care. I left the creative fund months ago because I did not want incentive to let them stay and feed into them. So if you're here because you like me and the things that I make, I hope you'll stick around. And if you're only here because you don't like me, go find someone you do like. Okay, love you, bye.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that they would get better. This always happens! Lies, misrepresenting, all of the above. Something tells me you're deflecting. And I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. Only Leon's got that kind of parrying. Although I do agree that a lot of people attack this person only because of their looks or any other reason that's not, you know, legitimate reason. That's not a basis for attack. What is a reason to not like this person is because they've openly admitted their parasocial tendencies. They constantly sell terrible art for extreme prices, and they have actively turned their fan base against an artist who didn't even offer him a job. But hey, I'll leave it to you to choose whether to like this person or not, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, so he quit. I filmed most of this, like, before that news came out, but just so you know, he quit. Yep.